We're going to show you a specific example of chaos, and we're going to work on how to remove it. And everybody has to sell, so we're going to focus on the selling process and look at how the chaos exists in the selling process. And so our goal here is, can we figure out how to lower your cost per sales hour? Throughout business, we know what our rent is per month. We know what our square footage of the rent is charged. We know what our mileage costs on our cars are, our outside attorneys cost us. We know specifically what things cost us. So what I'd like you to do is, on that paper, write down what your cost per sales hour is today. Now, I've asked about 10,000 CEOs what their cost per sales hour. I haven't had one of them answer me yet, so if you're struggling with this, don't be surprised, because the second question you'll see is, what's your target? Well, if you don't know what you are today, it's hard to know what your target should be. So let's take a look and go through the science and understand what it would take to understand your cost per sales hour. So the first thing we need to know is, what is the operational definition of sales in your company? I mean, you hire salespeople, you have a sales process, so what's that definition? A lot of the people I've asked that question also kind of struggle with that answer. I don't know what you've got on your paper, but what we've learned is that the best definition of selling is moving a deal forward. You hire salespeople to close deals and create business. When they're doing anything other than moving a deal forward, some of the things may be necessary, but they're not selling. So it's important we understand how much time they actually spend selling, because at the end of the day, if they're not engaged in selling often enough or in enough time, they won't hit their quotas, and if they don't hit their quotas, you miss your budgets. So then the next obvious question is, how many hours in a week do your salespeople actually spend moving a deal forward? We've done studies on this in case you haven't had a chance to study it in your own company yet, and I hope you will. We found that the normal company, the salespeople work about 50 to 60 hours a week, and they actually move deals forward 1 to 2 hours in a week. Best-in-class companies in the world that we've ever seen, they work 50 hours a week and they sell 10. So imagine what happens to a company that is only selling 1 hour a week when they get to 5 hours a week or 8 hours a week or 10 hours a week, like the world-class company.